Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your March 2020 tarot check for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you so much to all of you who have been subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. I really appreciate that. And if you're new to Higher Source Tarot, please subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified when new videos are posted. That's about every week. I'm having so much fun co-creating with you guys that I can't stay away for more than a week at a time. So I just did a weekly video for Cancer that was absolutely fabulous. Time is fluid, so you might want to go back and watch that if you're new to my channel. Otherwise, let's see what the monthly reading has to say for March here. At the end, we're going to pull an Abraham Hicks Money and the Law of Attraction card too, okay? These actually are really just nice general Law of Attraction cards. But they do, if you're looking for money, you can certainly apply those to your financial life. So here we go for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, so this is starting to feel a little bit like the last reading. So your current position is the Sun, and the immediate influences are strength. Your destiny is Wheel of Fortune. In the distant past, you do have the Six of Wands, and you also have the Six of Swords in the more recent past. The energy coming towards you is the Queen of Pentacles. You are represented by the Eight of Cups. People around you are the Ace of Swords. Your hopes and fears are the Nine of Wands. The final outcome here is the Two of Wands, but then at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Fool. So I think what this is telling you is you're kind of contemplative by the end, but it's okay to take a leap of faith, okay? So in the heart of things here, the Sun is all about fulfillment and joy and harmony, and what a beautiful duo here together. So you're represented, you've got Leo here, you've got air, you've got fire, and you do have a little bit of water, not a lot of earth energy. You do have some though. So in any event, so with the Sun card, this is all about, a new beginning, a time of great abundance. And so if you have been, working on manifesting something, it should be coming to fruition right about now. It's all about attaining goals. And, there's like this banner here in the card. In the tarot, that's known as the Banner of Victory, if I haven't mentioned that before. And it's also, too, like if there's been anything that you were not completely aware of, the Sun illuminates those things, okay? So things that needed to come to light will. But again, this is not a dark card. It's all about being open and open-hearted and being happy and having new growth. It's definitely a yes card. So if you were asking a specific question, the answer to that is yes. So if you're a person who tunes into tarot with a specific question in mind, the Sun is always a yes. Now across it is strength. And this is just telling you, Cancer, that you have inner strength that maybe you didn't realize that you had. And I don't know exactly what, might have happened in the more distant past, because it is a victorious kind of an energy. But I do feel like you kind of surprised yourself in being able to manage some things. For some of you, I'm getting like there was somebody around you that was quite ill, and you had to step in and take care of some affairs. Might have been a parent or something like that where they needed to go into assisted living, and it's turning into, or it has turned into, a very successful outcome. Like it's the right place for this person. You've done the right thing for them. They're happy. Things are moving along just as scheduled. They're right on schedule. So that's not going to be for very many of you, but I do feel like for somebody that's important here. Now, you've got this as your destiny, the Wheel of Fortune. It's also a 10. So it can be about a cycle that's ended. So if you've had a lot of kind of burdensome things on you, this is definitely a time for fortune. Okay, so if there's been things that have been weighing on you, it is going to be moving away from you. It's definitely about something too coming towards you. I do feel like money is very good for you, Cancer, in terms of stability, in terms of, coming forward towards you. I do feel like, though, it's kind of like just trying to figure out how to manage it all in the best way. You're looking around for resources, trying to find, maybe asking people for advice on who's a good financial advisor, who's a good tax accountant, things like that are going to need to be happening for you. So March, I think overall, you're being given kind of a good luck charm. So if you like to play lottery tickets and things like that, might not be a bad idea to continue. You do have the Six of Wands in the more recent, distant past. And this is about victory, but it also can be a little bit egotistical. Okay, so if you had a situation where you were kind of, vying with someone else, they may have had a bit of an egotistical edge to them, and it ended up going in your direction. I feel like this could be more about work, or it could be managing somebody else's affairs where money was concerned. And there was somebody kind of trying to come in and be very bossy and try to run things, and they were not equipped, and it ended up being you who ended up being the person to take the lead in that. So again, I feel like as far as for a relationship, there's a lot of stability here. I do think if you started something not too long ago, it's moving forward for sure. But I just feel like there's sort of this overarching feeling that this is more about family and a friend, or a close friend, something like that. Now, this is the more recent past, and again, you're moving on from something, and you just have to be careful not to carry any emotional baggage. So we want to make sure that when we move forward that we have no unfinished emotional business with people. So if you had this Six of Wands person, if there was anything between you and them, we want to make sure we tie that up, okay, so that it's not dragging along behind you. Now, in the upcoming future here, the nearest energy to you've got the Queen of Pentacles. So very nice energy coming on here. In terms of money, certainly, prosperity. But I do feel like you're very humble. As you gain more money, you're not one that's going to be posting it on social media or bragging if you get, some kind of a big sales commission or something like that. That's just not your energy. And this, again, is coming towards you. So in the next couple of weeks, even possibly less than a month, I think you're going to find that there's just a lot of growth around you and financial savviness. That's what I'm getting for this. It's like you're very keenly aware of the next steps and kind of who to call and where to go and that kind of thing. This can also too be about wanting to be outside, wanting to be in nature, and being in kind of a sense of community. So for some of you, I do think you could be joining some kind of a club or a group where there are like-minded people and you're all kind of moving together in a really nice way. So for some of you, if you're into the law of attraction, you may go to some kind of a workshop, or a speaker comes close to you and you end up going to see that person, and it's really fun for you. So it's going to be something like that too, I think. Now, this is all about the Eight of Cups. This is all about moving to higher ground. Even though it is kind of a dark card and you've got the moon here, what's represented by this is you're turning your back on something and walking away from something that hasn't served you. Now, this can be about walking away from addiction. So if you've been thinking for a while that you wanted to quit drinking, this might be a good time for 30 days to just cut it out of your diet, eliminate it. I've seen people do wine challenges where they don't drink wine at all. And especially when they start in golf season, start commenting about what that was like when they're used to drinking. And it's something though like that where I feel like you have passions that you want to pursue, and you don't want to let anything stand in your way of that. So the people around you are going to really bring clarity in for you with this Ace of Swords. There's going to be great communication happening this month, and it's not going to be confusing. I think you're going to have all the key players lined up to aid you and assist you So if it is something like you've started a relationship, because the last reading was like very strong for that, and you need to do things like sell a house or move or relocate to somewhere that's not across country, but it's still not in the same town, that is all going to come to fruition for you. It's all going to be kind of lining up. It's going to be easy. Their people will just seem to almost effortlessly show up in your awareness. So do know that things that you need will be right at your disposal. Now, the only thing about this, so with the Nine of Wands here, I think you're going to be a little bit tired. It's like it's a very exciting time for you, Cancer, but it comes with some emotional weariness. Like it's just like a lot to balance, and especially if you are a person who's going to be moving, that will be a little bit tiresome. It's not that it's going to be hard. It's just kind of like extra work to do. So, sort of your underlying fear is, I really want to do this, but it seems like there's going to be just a lot to navigate and manage, but you're going to do just fine in it. So don't let that be too worrisome. Now you've got this Two of Wands here with the Fool, and I mentioned earlier, you're trying to figure out kind of the direction to go in, and I may have said it could be within the next couple of months. And with the Fool energy, this is telling you it's okay to take a leap of faith. It's a brand new, fresh, clean slate, and it's going to be a milestone in your life. It will be moving forward in a way, for those of you that are moving physically, it's going to be moving forward in a way where you won't look back, you won't move back. It'll be maybe not a permanent change to that location, but I don't think you'll go back to where you're coming from. Now, for those of you that are moving forward in a relationship, again, it's going forward with some speed, but it's going to be very fun, and you're going to have a lot of fun as you do it. And just allow the universe to bring those experiences into you. And that's what we really have to master, is the allowing. So we release the resistance in order to allow. What a pretty card that is. My attention to unwanted attracts more unwanted. Well, of course it does. For every pleasing thing, there is an unpleasing counterpart, for which every particle of the universe is that which is wanted as well as the lack of that which is wanted. When you focus upon an unwanted aspect of something in an effort to push it away from you, it only comes closer, because you get what you give your attention to, whether it is something that you want or not. It's up to you to focus upon and attract what is wanted. So that's where those limiting beliefs come in. You want to believe that, everything's just coming into alignment. All the right people are there. All the right timing is there. It's like I just can't catch a struggle. Everything seems to unfold. Like there's this path that just unfolds so beautifully in front of me. It's that kind of thinking that we want to garner in order to attract the things into our lives that we really want and desire. So great reading for you, Cancer. I'll be back in about a week, and I love you, and take care.